So I watched the cinematograph, aka Vinegar Syndrome, release of Female Perversions. This one has Tilda Swinton in it, and she does a phenomenal job, actually. Her performance is so good in this film, she's mesmerizing. I've never been a huge fan of hers, but I have seen her in a bunch of stuff, and this is probably my favorite performance of hers, honestly. Has Clancy Brown in it, and a lot of people comment, because I was looking at what some other people said for reviews. A lot of people comment on their sex scene in this film, and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that that's like the sex scene I needed to see." Tilda Swinton and Clancy Brown, but yeah, it was very interesting. There was really good, interesting chemistry between the two of them. He's not in a huge portion of the film, but yeah, he's in there. Also, it's a very interesting, although slow story. It's very plotting. It's basically about a woman who's at this intersection in her life where she's about to kind of get what she really wants. She's a lawyer and she's about to get a judgeship, which she's been dreaming of forever. And then she starts to kind of unravel mentally a bit. And I think the film in the end is really about her kind of trying to reconcile all the different parts of her as a person. And she starts to just kind of feel like maybe kind of like a bit of an imposter syndrome, and that's what kicks it off, where like, how did I get to this point? Is this actually what I want? And she's just having like a crisis of who she is as a person, and she needs to kind of like work through all these different components of herself, like the part that is very sexual, and the part that's very cold, and the part that, you know, has gone through trauma, and the part that, you know, just wants to live like a quiet, you know, existence. And it's just about her trying to work through all those different parts and kind of come to a harmonious conclusion. And I think that's actually a very human thing that I think a lot of us kind of end up going through in life, at least at some point, where you try and think about, you know, I don't want this one part of me to define my entire life. Like, how do I bring all the pieces of me that I'm feeling inside together? So I do think this film is very interesting from that standpoint. Like I said, it's pretty slow though, and it's almost 2 hours. So I think it's overly long. There are some interesting performances and some interesting characters, so that will keep your attention. But pretty solid. I give it a 3.5 out of 5-star rating as a release. I haven't gone through the special features yet, but there are a lot of them, including essays, which I'm all about the essays. But yeah, Female Perversions, check it out.